Welcome to my CBSE English Teacher. Today I would like to give you some important tips for your board exam. If you're watching my video for the first time, consider subscribing. You can listen to the explanations of lessons from classes 10, 11 and 12 English. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. Let's move on to the video now. So children, I hope all of you are well prepared for your board exam, your English board exam. You know it is on the 26th of February and the code number for your English language and literature is 184. So I will be giving you some important tips which will help you to score maximum in this board exam. So children, here are some very important tips, and the most important one is time management. You should know how to manage the time, how to use that time and complete your paper within the given time. So you will have 3 hours to write the paper, and the most important thing and the best idea is to divide your 3 hours into 1 hour each. So devote 1 hour for each section. Reading 1 hour, writing and grammar 1 hour and literature 1 hour. And remember that you must not exceed 1 hour for each section. If you do this, you will not be able to complete the next section. So what you have to do is try to write as soon as possible so that you finish within that 1 hour and you get some 5 to 10 minutes extra. So all these 5 to 10 minutes that you get extra can be put together in the last, and that will give you a nice revising time. You can just go through your paper during that extra time that you have kept aside. So first the exam starts at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. you should be inside the hall, and by 10:15 they will give you the question paper, and from 10:15 to 10:30 you have the reading time, that is 15 minutes of reading time. So I will tell you one very important way to use this 15 minutes in a very judicious manner. What you have to do is, as soon as you get the paper, just give a full glance through the question paper, so you will know what are the questions that have come and you will feel at ease, so that whether you can answer or not. So just have a glance quickly. So when you go through the whole paper, you will know what are the questions that have come. And then after that, within 2 minutes, you should be able to have a glance at the whole paper. And then you will have 10 to 12 minutes left. Use this time to read the comprehension passages, because your section A is made of 2 comprehensions. You will have 2 comprehends to write. So what you can do is either use the time to read one comprehension properly, or you can just go through both the comprehension passages so that you will get an idea what is there in the passage and where you can find the answers. So that time will be used very usefully. Instead of looking around and simply sitting and turning around, use those 15 minutes very carefully. Just go through these passages. So at 10:30 they will give you the order to write. So once you start writing, you would have already gone through the full question paper, so you will know which section is the most easiest for you. So you can start writing from any section, but only you have to remember that when you write one section, suppose you are writing section C, you must continuously write and complete the whole section. You cannot write one from section A, next from section B, etc. When you write one section, you have to write all the questions of that section continuously. And then remember, as I told you, you have to keep that in mind. Use just 1 hour to complete one section and not more than that. If you go more than that, what will happen? You will not be able to complete the paper. So now you have got the idea about how to manage time, and the next most important thing is presentation of your answers. That means how your paper should look, and it also includes how neatly you write. So write your answers very clearly and very neatly. Your handwriting should be readable for the person who is going to correct the answers. So write it very neatly. After each answer, try to draw a line and then put the correct question numbers as well. Even if you miss the question numbers, some persons who are evaluating your paper may strike off the answer. So just be very careful to put the correct question number for each answer. And the next important thing is your writing style also. Don't forget to put capital letters when you start the answers, when you write the names of people, etc. And after the sentence is over, don't forget to put the full stops. Write short sentences so that it is easy to read. Don't keep on adding and make a long and absurd sentences. So write short sentences with proper capital letters and full stop. Then also mind your word limit. So they will tell you answer in so many words. So this also you should be very careful. If you go on exceeding the word limit, you are only wasting your time. And again, you will not be able to complete the answer. And in section B, when you're writing the letter or the story or the article, remember to keep the formats, because formats are very important. It carries 1 mark, and when you write in the proper format, they'll be tempted to give you more marks. So only when the format is wrong and everything is looking crumbled, people will not give you marks. So stick to the format, whatever format is taught to you by your teacher. So use those formats and stick to the word limit also, so that you can score maximum marks. Now short answer questions, usually they'll ask you to write in about 30 to 40 words. And each 2 mark questions, that is short answer questions, carries 2 marks. So for 2 marks for every question, you need to write 2 valid points. You cannot just write 1 point and leave it away. For example, if they ask a question like, why did Lencho write a letter to God? So the answer should be, Lencho wrote a letter to God because he had complete faith in God, and when he was in distress, he believed that only God could help him. So there are 2 points. If you simply write that he was having total faith in God and leave it, you will get only 1 mark. So for all these short answer questions which carry 2 marks, please write 2 or 3 valid points. So you will get the full 2 marks. And the answer should be correct. There should be no grammatical errors. There should be full stop, capital letters, and the answer should read good. So then you will get the full mark completely. So if there are more than 3 or 4 errors in one answer, then half mark will be reduced. So try to give an error-free answer so that you can get the 2 full marks. Now next is the long answer question, which carries 8 marks. So when they ask you this question, you have to give a nice introduction and start your answer. For example, you should write, this question is from the chapter XYZ written by XYZ, and the author wants to explain such and such thing. So like that you have to start and give the answer to that question. So that question also will give you the exact word limit. So try to stick to that word limit so that you can score the best answer, and write exactly what is asked to the question. Don't simply write the summary of the chapter and keep. Write your answer according to the question. So this will give you more marks. And last is the checking. Once you finish all your writing, you must go through all your answers, because you will be able to find some small errors and correct them. So ideally try to leave 5 minutes from each section extra time, so that you can get at least 5 to 10 or even 15 minutes for checking your answers. So I told you, divide your section, your time into 3 hours, 1 hour each for each section, so that you can complete all the answers well on time and have a good checking also. And I wish all my students the best of luck. Hope you all write well and score well and get the best marks in your English exam. I hope all these tips will be useful to you. So for more informative videos, do subscribe to my CBSE English Teacher. Like, share and give your valuable comments below. Thank you for watching.